In this presentation, we will explore some of the symbolic content of the 2016 Hollywood movie Satanic. We will explore the real meanings of the typical satanic symbolism which one would expect in such a film. But more importantly, we will also study the use of less recognizable symbology and how it is meshed with the film's themes. The film is poorly acted, and the superficial story is predictable and uninspired. The producers have put all of their effort into encoding the film with subconscious messages through implicit meaning at the expense of art and soul. The film starts with shots of the real Church of Satan, a pantomime of occult rites for wealthy celebrities with nothing better to do, much like the lower Masons, pawns of the real occultists.
Former New York socialite Judith Case and John Raymond are joined by Satan in unholy wedlock before a live altar, a nude redhead. As the worst man looks on, the blessings of Lucifer and Beelzebub are invoked. The elaborate rites smacked...
Satanic references in television programming is shown next. The director is merely following in the footsteps of his predecessors by using this kind of symbolism. Satanism has much more to do with manipulating consciousness through the media than summoning demons and fighting against Christ. This quote refers to the power of words and thoughts to bring about realities, the power of suggestion, the exact power being harnessed in this film. The flyby shot of Los Angeles shows us prominent business interests' headquarters in the city. The Bank of America and Wedbush are criminal enterprises engaging in usurious theft from humanity at large. The One Wilshire building is a famous world center for telecommunications. As we will see, mobile communication technology is a significant theme throughout the film. Immediately, we see the devil's horns and the use of a mobile phone, perfectly encapsulating the main theme of this symbolic film. The exact same theme can be seen in this Pampers commercial. The devil's horns, this time accompanied by the 666 hand sign, along with the use of mobile touchscreen technology. Humanity merged with technology is the so-called beast, and we are being prepared for this transformation with this kind of subliminal media. Here we are shown a time distortion, which doesn't become apparent until the close of the film. Another film from 2016 is also referenced here.
Junkies and whores.
Welcome to La La Land, Johnny.
La La Land is also laden with subtextual significance and a heavy use of symbolic color.
How are you going to be a revolutionary if you're such a traditionalist?
Here we see several Masonic motifs: the striped bag, the keys, and the pillars. We are being introduced to Laney Gore through rhyme. Rhyme has been used throughout the ages to pass wisdom on to others.
Laney Gore bled on the floor in 204.
Such methods have been abandoned in our modern age. However, they are preserved by the Masons.
Who the hell's Laney Gore?
One of many surprises we have in store.
Incantations employ rhyme and rhythmical stanzas for added effect and ease of recollection. Masonry has many surprises in store.
Nice.
The colors of the walls are significant. Green represents the temptation of heaven. Yellow shows us that there is a hidden hand doing the tempting. The same colors are employed in Rosemary's Baby, for example. The sunrise is an idiomatic Masonic trope. Here we see the dawn of the age of skyscrapers. The new world is born. The Church of Satan is painted green and white. Green is the color of nature and heaven, but the inversion of the cross indicates to us that the heaven is distorted, inverted, and reversed. The walls are painted with the 4 elemental colors, seen here in the sign for the Masonic Lodge of the Order of the Eastern Star, which refers to Venus and therefore Lucifer. Next we see the church members drive off in a red car. Ritual is their transportation. We note the one-way sign, which is telling us that there is no return. Then we see orange for the initiated and pink for Zion. The ritual will lead us to the global communist state I refer to as Zion.
Alrighty. Everybody get together.
Come on.
Wow. Cheer up.
Yeah.
Okay? This is where Satan lives.
Okay, this is happening.
Oh, cute.
She says, "Ready, get together." This refers to the getting together of all nations under one global government. David, the man in green, represents pure European society. To finalize their plans for the Jews' world order, the white world must first be completely subdued. The Asian, representing the foreign element, forces him to comply with violence. They will create a new world religion, either openly or covertly worshipping Satan. David submits and accepts reluctantly. Zion is his destiny. Now our semi-conscious crew find themselves at the Tate residence. Sharon Tate was a famous actress, and the wife of Roman Polanski, the Jewish director of Rosemary's Baby and other symbolic titles. She was murdered by the Manson family. Another of their victims had this occult symbol carved into them. We will return to this image later.
Why'd they do it?
Outside the black magic shop, we are presented with the elemental colors, and we see various inversion motifs. Magic is the practice of control over matter, the practice of spirit controlling the elements. The elemental colors denote who or what is falling victim of the rituals made by the initiated. Chloe is marked with red and blue. These are the colors of the ignorant masses. The distorted reflection shows her to be the victim of this magic. Purple is the color of initiates, those guiding the rituals. A ladder up to a doorway of light is a Masonic motif relating to both Venus and Saturn. In this art, we clearly see the heptagram and the shell as the light at the top of the proverbial ladder. The archway implies the octagon, therefore Saturn is in the place of Venus. The doll with its mouth sewn shut not only refers to being verbally incapacitated, but also a defenselessness, an inability to resist, just as Neo finds out in this scene in The Matrix.
You disappoint me. You can't scare me with this Gestapo crap. I know my rights. I want my phone call.
Tell me, Mr. Anderson, what good is a phone call if you're unable to speak?
Is it real?
It's mummified. Taken from the body of a convicted child murderer. Killed a 10-year-old girl back in Modesto in '85.
Cases like this all over Southern Cali, right?
This asshole was a killer and a pedophile. Satan had nothing to do with it.
Here we have a connection to pedophilia. We note the use of color and symbolism of the now infamous Comet Ping Pong signage. We can see the 4 elemental colors used on the pointed insignia, which are from this icon from the Order of the Eastern Star. The crescent with the star is actually Saturn with its rings. The red is emphasized, signaling ritual. Green shows us that the building is a haven for their kind, and the purple glow denotes the presence of the initiated. Here we see a tiny red hexagram, just before the shock scene of the ritual sacrifice. Jewish ritual has often been described as satanic. Judaism is in fact Satanism.
And this is does everyone else think it's a nice Jewish family? From the outside, you appear to be a nice Jewish girl.
Definitely.
And you all are worshiping the devil inside the home?
Right. There's other Jewish families across the country. It's not just my own family.
Really?
Well, there would be rituals in which babies would be sacrificed.
And the purpose of sacrifice is to what? Is to bring you what? What are you sacrificing for?
For power. I was molested. I was raped several times. I mean, to the outside world, everything we did was proper and right. And then there were the nights that things changed, that things just got turned around. What was wrong was right, and what was right was wrong. That's what helps to create somebody, to develop MPD.
Multiple personality.
Right, right.
Now,
Well, that went splendidly.
I'm gonna burn this place on Yelp.
Enough of this shit. We're doing the Starline tour. Dave at the wheel.
I hate your van, Dave.
Now we take a stroll through the home of Satanism, Hollywood. Several satanic brands are shown, including Pepsi and Disney. The temple-esque building is filled with the 4 colors, and the word Smash is written. Smash is the abbreviated name of the Babylonian god Shamash, who is related to Saturn. Shamash is also the name of the central candle of the menorah, which can be considered the light bringer, or Lucifer. One modern use of the word Smash is in the Nintendo game Smash Bros., the name of which refers to the Brotherhood of Shamash. As we can see, Nintendo frequently employ Saturnian symbolism. We observe the bright colours of the theme park. Red is used on the roller coaster, signifying ritual. They intend to guide humanity with rituals, just as rails guide a train. The dark space beneath the theme park represents the Netta world, or the subconscious mind, through which one must traverse in order to become enlightened. Our gang passed through. The pillars and the yellow in the distance suggest they are being guided by occult forces.
Dark. You can't just tail someone for fun. There are laws.
Yeah? Talk to Google about that.
Nancy Drew did it all the time. Nobody gave her shit.
The elemental colours used throughout the film relate to the elemental symbols we are being shown here.
What the hell are they doing?
Satan cum Absala.
They're summoning the spirit world. You see the elemental signs on the wall?
Are they written in blood?
Magic marker.
Good one, Dave.
I have my moments.
Throughout the film, the main characters mock the occult and symbology.
Robes. They're wearing fucking robes.
Wow. Just when it couldn't get any more pathetic.
If we are to adopt their stance towards such things, we become even more susceptible to their subconscious effects.
The world's worst Latin class.
The eye on the wall, despite its crude style, has been eloquently composed to include occult symbols. 2 crosses infer the cube, and therefore Saturn. The larger circle has a cross at the top, which implies a sphere with a cross. Microsoft used this cross for their Xbox. The 2 crosses in the word Xbox and the concept of a box itself refer us to the cube. The same sphere with a cross can be seen in Rosemary's Baby, along with the garb of a Jewish priest.
What the hell was that?
Gromit, tell me you got that on video.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck! Fuck, I dropped my phone back there. I dropped my fucking phone!
She tried to make a star with the blood.
Why?
She needed a door.
Paying close attention to the dialogue, we note the implicit meanings.
Through her skin.
Wait, I thought she slit her throat.
That's what most people think.
Seth is a victim of false news, as most people are.
She wanted to be welcomed.
Into hell?
Didn't know it was so hard to get in.
Hell isn't a place. It's a beautiful confusion. And there's pain.
The hell that occult forces are building on this earth is only possible through the application of confusion. Once confused, humanity will not know where to turn when chaos erupts. That is what she means by confusion and pain.
I believe in the power and reward granted unto him. Power not of this earth. Just like you.
There's a difference. I believe in the one true God.
So do I.
Here we're being told that the God of the Bible is in fact Satan. Monotheists took the ancient gods and inverted their qualities and properties. They constructed their perverted religions on the carcasses of the wise and atop the ruins of the great ancient civilizations, appropriating their teachings and absconding them for their own personal gain. Furthermore, as one rises through the ranks of Masonry, one learns that the true identity of the god that they worship is Lucifer, who is merely one of many demonic figures based on previous positive deities.
What do you mean?
She means she can summon, right?
I can do a lot of things. I just need willing others to help me.
Permission is essential for magic to work. Be it conscious or subconscious agreement, it is essential that participants in ritual, in some way or another, give their permission. You can make anybody do anything if you have their permission, their willingness. Everything these occult forces do is to gain your trust and permission. That is how their magic works. That is why they seek to confound us, so we agree to our own enslavement. Why do Satanists use the pentagram? The pentagram is a magical symbol, as it is built out of the golden ratio. There is nothing sinister in this, quite the opposite. There is nothing more harmonious and sublime in the natural world than the number phi. The pentagram is magical, because it has the essence of perfection in its geometry, and it will attract perfection because of this. It represents the natural world, the perfect harmony of nature and the natural human. Here the pentagram becomes linked through association with feelings of fear and disgust. This is the purpose of such media, to make us feel horror when presented with pure essential nature. Subsequently, we seek refuge in technology and protection through collectivism. Thus we are guided towards global communism, a wholly Jewish, ignited, false revolution.
Fuck.
It's okay. We all made the choice. We're joined now in the circle.
In this eerie moment, we see a man in the street. The atmosphere of fear is meant to make us suspect the homeless fellow. He is a poor old blonde man on the street. He must be evil. The scene dressing hints of masonry. Such propaganda is so subtle, most would dismiss it without a second thought.
And they still have to interview everyone from that goddamn house, too.
This is so fucked.
A whole lot of fucked.
Elise, are you okay? Elise?
As usual, we see the elemental colours immediately before the colours of the initiated and ritual. Our hapless victims of this ritual now wear pink and grey. Pink is the colour of Zion, the new world. Grey is the null colour of those who have abandoned themselves to Zion, those who have no identity other than the collective identity of Zion. This shot is typical of Hollywood horror, a shot of pure nature along with an atmosphere of tension and apprehension. Just as with the inversion of the pentagram, we are being programmed to associate nature with foreboding and fear. After the fear invoked by nature, now we are meant to associate the warm, comfortable feeling of the shower with the idiomatic Masonic stripes. He is bathing in Masonic manipulation.
Really? Who's the asshole?
What the fuck?
Oh, what the fuck, my ass?
Now our victims start to quarrel amongst themselves. This represents the consequences of traumatization. Society becomes unstable through manipulation from the outside, yet the people blame each other and begin to fight. The destruction in the room contains various Masonic motifs. The crow is a magically significant animal. It has been sacrificed using yellow pencils. The craft is inferred. We note the crescent moon has a pencil inside. This refers to the ringed planet, Saturn. Here she is calling for help. She has turned to technology to save her. The rainbow lens flare symbolizes the agenda of these occult forces to trap them. Once they enter the building, the colors change to purple and orange. For the initiated, they have been successful. The windows are checkered and the hall is filled with pillars. The yellow light of the craft filters through the windows. They are in a Masonic temple. The casket represents their captivity. Colored red and blue, it refers to the innocent yet ignorant Chloe. They find the charred remains of Seth. We see another green lens flare from the mobile device. We are then shown the 3 scratches, associating them with the mobile technology. The 3 lines suggest the number 666 and the so-called tri-star, Saturn. The association with technology is the most important detail. It appears that the phone caught fire, not unlike Samsung's latest explosive smartphone. Now Chloe is huddled behind her mobile phone for protection. This is the essence of the film's message. We must confide in technology. We are shown a green lens flare. The pentacles are distorted, which is another method of perverting their inherent perfection. Now we see a flashback. The hallway is a common Masonic image which represents choice, as you have a choice of doors to go through. The next flashback is the moment when she took the hand of Alice, who summoned the demon. Again, her choice is the most essential element here. Here we see the time distortion from earlier. The Saturnian god of time, Kronos, is implied. Again, Saturn is being imposed over the Venusian symbolism. The stairway leading up to the light of Lucifer is accompanied by the octagonal stop sign, which implies Saturn via the hypercube, which contains the double square, or octagram. The dark light of Saturn is being brought forth by the light bearer, Lucifer. fear causes her to turn and run. This is her falling prey to their trap. The scratches on the wall are not random. They are composed of various occult symbols favored by Masonry. The theme is Saturn. Some important details are 3 major scratches on both sides, and the Masonic square and compass encoded here in the same way as in the emblem carved into the stomach of this victim of the Manson family. Chloe is imprisoned in a cube with nothing but her mobile phone. The technology she confided in now becomes her prison, which is why the color is now blue. This blue light represents technological hell rather than technological heaven of green. Once humanity has fallen prey to the temptation of biological integration with technology, there will be no return. She has her mouth sewn shut and her arms cut off. She is unable to resist. The demon shines the light in her face. We are unable to see beyond the light. This represents humanity unable to see beyond the technological world. She is having technology forced upon her. Those behind this symbolism believe that they can escape death and become gods through integration with technology. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. If you want to contribute to the production of similar material, the link to our Patreon page is in the description. Thank you.